So we shall start. I guess we got to start backwards. We have to start backwards now. Ooh, excuse me. We have to start backwards now because this nigga Kendrick done dropped again. That's why I waited again. I was like, Kendrick done dropped again. I came home to do part 3 of this. This is Ali versus Frazier out here. It really is. Because these niggas are just swinging on each other left and right. Left and motherfucking right. And I came to do Ali versus Frazier last night. And then as soon as I walk in the door, Kendrick has a new song out. And I walk in the door, turn my TV on, and see Not Like Us on. I'm like, this ain't real. I'm listening to it. I'm like, this ain't real. This sounds AI. It sounds AI. And lo and behold, I go to Twitter, and this nigga's Twitter has Not Like Us up. So now I'm just like, okay. Whatever. So, take a listen to it. I'm listening. I'm like, oh, it's a mustard beat. It's a mustard beat. Then what I was not prepared to see was the cover of this shit. I wasn't prepared for this. Oh, do I still got that cut, just the cover pulled up? Kendrick is wild. This nigga Kendrick wild. Look at this shit. So this thing got all. This nigga put sex offender indicators. I'm perplexed. This was a different type of chess move here. So he has. I don't know why it's not showing. Where is it? Here we go. Is it that? What's going on with my shit? One second, y'all. Here we go. Alright. This man put sex offender icons on Drake's mansion. That is Drake's mansion on Bridle Path. Okay. I showed y'all this on the first part. On the very first time when Kendrick dropped Euphoria. And I told y'all that the punchline about we could be on the 3-hour time difference. I showed y'all before the 3-hour time difference was not actually him saying we could be on a 3-hour time difference between the West Coast and Toronto. Because there is no 3-hour time difference between Toronto and the East in West Coast. There is none of that. What it actually was meaning to, because the very next 4-ball scheme was about New Ho King. I'll be in New Ho King eating fried rice with the dip sauce and the blammy, homie. And the blammy, Crody. That's what he said. I'll be in New Ho King eating fried rice with the dip sauce and the blammy, Crody. New Ho King is 3 hours from Drake's house. So the more I see Kendrick doing research on Drake's house and where he lives and his location, this is definitely somebody that is planning for war. or should I say already has. Like I said, these took 10 years for this. 10 years to do this battle, okay? This is a decade long of these two just gathering information on each other. So that's how I know this wasn't going to be no overnight 2-rounder. And let me also say that by Kendrick doing this, it's two things, and we're going to get into one of them. The fact that he dropped this right after Meet the Grams the night before. He could have left it at Meet the Grams. I'm just going to say this right now. That Family Matters stung Kendrick. We're going to get into it. But Family Matters stung the fuck out of Kendrick. So while everybody is, hooting and hollering about Not Like Us, which we're going to play Not Like Us and get into some of the lyrics, but we're going to also get into the fact why Kendrick even did this. We're going to get into that. I have to call it down the middle. I have to call it down the middle because it doesn't seem like anybody else is being subjective enough to do that. Everybody else has their sways of opinion between the two. So, without further ado, I don't know if it's copyrighted yet. It might be, but I don't give a fuck. Not Like Us.
Psst, I see dead people.
Put it on that beat, yo.
Hey, monster on the beat, ho, Debo, any rap nigga, he a freak throw. Man down, call her Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, bro. Nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas tryna see Compton? The industry can hate me, fuck them all and they mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton. Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to score with him. Walk him down whole time, I know he got some hoe in him. Pull on him, extort shit, bully the flow on him. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs. And party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baca got a weird case, why is he around? Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 wop. That fuck him up. Wop, 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 wop. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch, ain't you tired? Tryna strike a chord and it's probably A minor. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. You think the Bay gon' let you disrespect Pac, nigga? I think that Oakland show gon' be your last stop, nigga. They cold foul, I don't know why you still pretending. What is the owl? Bird niggas and bird bitches, go. The audience not dumb, shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep, I can go further, I promise. Ain't there something? B.l.a.c stands for bitchin'. You Malibu most wanted, ain't no law boy, you ball boy. Fresh Gatorade or something. Since 2009, I had this bitch jumping. You niggas will get a wedgie, be flipped over your boxes or over your foe. The other vaginal option, pussy. Nigga better straighten they posture. Got favors all up in contact. Might write this with a doctor. Tell a pop star quit hiding. Fuck a caption, won't action. No accident, I'm hands on. He fuck around, get polished. Fuck don't rain grow like he was in jail. That's conniving. Then get his face tatted like a bitch apologizing. I'm glad D-Rose came home. Y'all didn't deserve him neither. From Alondra down to Central. Nigga better not speak on Serena. And your homeboy needs subpoena. That predator moving flocks. That name gotta be registered and placed on neighborhood watch. I lean on you niggas like another line of walk. Yeah, it's all eyes on me and I'ma send it up the pot. Ay, put the roll label on me. I'ma get them dropped. Ay, sweet chin music and I won't pass the ox. Ay, how many stocks do I really have in stock? Ay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. Ay, devil is a lie. Here 69 God. Ay, freaky ass niggas need to stay their ass inside. Ay, roll their ass up like a fresh pack of Zod. Ay, city is back up. It's a must. We outside. Ay. They not like us. 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 Once upon a time, all of us was in chains. Homie still double down, calling us some slaves. Atlanta was the mecca, building railroads and trains. Bear with me for a second, let me put y'all on game. The settlers was using town folk to make them richer. Fast forward 2024, you got the same agenda. You run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. Let me break it down for you, this the real nigga challenge. You caught Future when you didn't see the club. Hey, what? Lil' baby help you get your lingo up. What? 21 get your false street cred. Thug make you feel like you a slime in your head. Hey, what? Quavo said you can be from Northside. What? 2 Chainz say you good, but he lied. You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you not a colleague, you a fucking colonizer. The family matter and the truth of the matter. He was God's plan to show y'all the liar. He a fan, he a fan, he a fan. He a fan, he a fan, he a freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Let me hear you say OV ho. Say OV ho. Then step this way, step that way. Then step this way, step that way. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Then step this way, step that way. Then step this way, step that way.
Okay, so let's go over the bars a little bit. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. So, like I said, and I want to play that in its entirety for the simple fact that I wanted y'all to hear the same thing I heard. If you understand what I'm getting at. So, I don't know if y'all heard it, but this was more of a jokey track to me, right? This was more of a, you know what? I've got up under your skin, and I'm dancing to the beat to it now. I done figured your ass out, and I'm dancing to you now. I done got you out. Come on now. Keep on playing with me. Keep on playing with me. Just stay in the ring with me. Just stay in the ring with me, Drake. Stay in the ring with me. You'll understand what I'm saying in a second. So, here are the lyrics. I don't know why that's uploaded. Anyway, it says, psst, I see dead people. Mustard on the beat, ho. Hey, mustard on the beat, ho. Debo, eating rat. Nigga, he a free throw. So, is he trying to say that Drake is some type of informant somewhere? I don't believe that whatsoever. I don't believe that one. That one was a throwing something at the wall. Until further notice. Man down. Call an ambulance. Tell him breathe, bro. Nail a nigga to the cross. He walk around like Tizo. Trying to say he got spikes in his face, basically, or pain in his face. The Tizo reference hasn't necessarily stuck out to me yet. Of course, Drake has, I should say, done a lot of work with Tizo Touchdown as well. So I wonder if that, of course it's a play on words with him having the affiliation with Tizo Touchdown, but I wonder, is he trying to say that, with the whole 20v1 thing, is he trying to just have a play on words with everybody's trying to crucify Drake right now, which is sort of what's happening. Everybody is crucifying Drake. Nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. Everybody is basically poking fun at the face of Drake. So you think about the play on words, poking at the face of Drake. Tizo touchdown wears nothing but spikes in his face. So poking at the face and poking at the fun of Drake is what that Tizo touchdown, I guess, punchline would be. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hate me. Fuck them. Fuck them all. Oh yeah, fuck them all and they mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body. I'm John Stockton. So basically, he's trying to say he's gonna give the beef over. This could be that line right there. When I heard that last night, I'm finna pass on this body like I'm John Stockton. He's basically gonna give an assist to somebody. And I wonder who he's giving that assist to, because now Metro Boomin has basically started his onslaught with his tweets. We're going to show that in a second, too. Metro Boomin has started his tweets and onslaught. So I wonder, was Kendrick basically the setup guy all along to basically put Drake out there on the forefront for everybody to now dogpile on him? Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you got to pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman. I'm the one up the score with him. Walk him down whole time. I know he got a I know he got some hoe in him. Pole on him. Extort shit. Bully the fro on him. Talking about his fro with his hair, basically. Of course, there's no real punchline there. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. Better not ever go to jail for that pedophilia. To any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs. Then party at the party playing with his nose now. Trying to say Chubbs does coke, I guess. And b.a.c got a weird case. Why is he around? Interesting. b.a.c not nice. Let's see. So, I mean, we already covered the fact that b.a.c was, he had criminal history, of course. He was, in 2014, b.a.c was arrested and charged with forcing that's why. Oh, so that's why. He said b.a.c has a weird case. So b.a.c not nice, the guy that we said that had the street affiliations tied for Drake. His criminal history, still get this. In 2014, b.a.c was arrested and charged with forcing a 22-year-old woman into prostitution and taking her money. In 2015, the following year, he pleaded guilty to assaulting the woman in an unrelated weapons charge. That's why he's saying he had a weird case. So b.a.c has a weird case. Why is he around? Certified lover boy, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 rock, dot, fuck him up. Rock, 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 I'ma do my stuff. Why he trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? See? This is why I said Kendrick is basically tired of playing with Drake like Drake is tired of playing with Kendrick. They trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor. Play on words, of course, with Drake with the pedophilia again. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. You think they Bray? You think they? You think the Bay gonna let you disrespect Pac? Talking about the Bay Area, of course. That's why he jumped on the Bay Area beat. Mustard on the B, of course, from the Bay Area. Excuse me, San Francisco. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Oakland. I think that Oakland show gonna be your last stop, nigga. He's already off tour. That's another thing. So now I'm wondering. I think that Oakland show gonna be your last stop, nigga. When I heard that line, I started to wonder to myself, was this a dated Kendrick track? Because you're only going to do that if you actually think the person is on tour. Drake's going on vacation. He's not on tour right now. He's off tour. So I think that Oakland show going to be your last stop, nigga. The Oakland show was last year. Let's put context to that. The Oakland show was last year. This record is starting to sound dated. The Cold Foul, I don't know why you're still pretending. You see what I'm saying? Did Cole foul? I don't know why you're still pretending. He's talking to it as if Cole is still on the stage on tour with him. What is the owl? Bird niggas and bird bitches? Go to audience, not dumb. Shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep. I can go further, I promise. Ain't that something? B stand for bitch and you Malibu most wanted. Now, of course, Malibu most wanted, because they put a real, like, I guess, bland meaning. Malibu most wanted, if you don't get the summary of it, the son of a wealthy politician. So here's the deep part about that, right? So, recognize the bars, right? Rabbit hole is deep. I can go further, I promise. Ain't that something? B stand for bitch and you Malibu most wanted. So he's saying that Drake is B-Rad in Malibu most wanted. But get the summary of Malibu most wanted real quick to peep the deepness of it. The son of a wealthy politician, Brad Gluckman in the movie, of course, played by Jimmy Kennedy, tries to emulate urban street culture and aspires to be a rapper, going by the name B-Rad. In order to discourage B-Rad from pursuing his thug-inspired antics, say it again, his thug-inspired antics, his dad hires two African-American actors. Two people basically playing actors on his side, right? Which, lo and behold, they're posing as gang members to introduce him to the naive youth to the real ghetto life, but it doesn't go as planned because they're just as sheltered as him. So, what is Kendrick trying to say with the whole Malibu Most Wanted thing? If you haven't been following along with the pods, or just the information out there, the son of a wealthy politician. He's trying to... Remember we had the whole rich baby daddy thing of, not Drake, but Lucian Grange of Universal Music Group. So, that is the daddy right there of the rich politician. Excuse me, the wealthy politician. Is Lucian Grange is the wealthy politician here. Drake is the son of that wealthy politician. Drake is also trying to be a rapper and emulate street culture, as Kendrick says. The two people that he has on the side of him that is hired to be next to him, he's trying to say is Nico and Chubbs. And he's trying to say things aren't going as planned because Nico and Chubbs aren't as street as well as Drake is not as street. So, moving along. Ain't no law, boy, you're a ball boy. Fetch Gatorade or something. Since 2009, I had this bitch jumping. Now, let's harp real quick on that line. Ain't no law, boy, you're a ball boy. Fetch Gatorade or something. That was also a joke on Drake in his unfortunate dealings with the past in the NBA. Now, of course, this is early Drake with these pictures, but this is what Kendrick is referring to. As you see there, Drake with LeBron, Drake with Kobe, not sure who he's hugging here, and then the other guy who he's looking hugged up with right here as well. The pictures just never looked good for Drake back in the day when he was in the NBA. This is pre-Toronto ambassador, of course, Toronto Raptors ambassador. This is way back before that. And Drake was just one of those happy to be around guys, as you can see. But the joke of it was Drake looks like the proudest girlfriend. So it, like I said, it looked terrible for him back in the day. It looked absolutely terrible for him. Since 2009, I had this bitch jumping. You niggas get a wedgie, be flipped over your boxers. We're over yo for. The other vaginal option. That is just vicious right there. The other vaginal option. Pussy niggas better straighten their posture. Got famous all up in Compton. Might write this for the doctrine. To the pop star to quit hiding. Fuck a caption, want action. No accident, and I'm hands on. Might fuck around and get polished. That boy is lyrical with it, ain't he? Fucked on Wayne girl while he was in jail. That's conniving. So, if you guys don't remember, Drake actually did. Drake fucked Chanel of Young Money back in the day. Ooh, thought I had that one up here. Oh, here it is. So this is the article back from 2010 at that. Back when Wayne was actually in jail. Did Drake date Young Money Chanel while Weezy was in jail? Remember that recent rumor that Lil Wayne punched Drake in the face at the Wynn in Las Vegas? Drake shot the rumor down on Twitter saying that Weezy punched him in the arm, but sources are saying that when Wayne was locked up, Drake started sleeping with Young Money artist Chanel. However, Chanel said months ago that while she and Weezy were close, she is not dating the New Orleans rapper. So word is Weezy's not jealous over Chanel or anything, but he thinks that Drake was disrespectful, or y'all buying the story. So if you don't remember who Chanel is, that's Chanel from Young Money. She was also in a lot of the videos for Lil Wayne as well. But people thought that and speculated that her and Wayne were together because they were often seen together. But Wayne always said that that she was just the artist. As you can see in so many different pictures, though, there was plenty of things that always suggested otherwise. Let's look at... Oh, I'm surprised they don't have the video clips up here. There's the We Like Her video. Oh, there it is. There's the video with her in the background as the girlfriend in the Rock video. That was the main picture I was really looking for. But yeah. So later on, Lil Wayne breaks down the moment he found out Drake slept with his girlfriend. Notice how it now says girlfriend. Rapper goes into detail about different things that occurred during his time at Rikers and Gone to November, his memoir. Lil Wayne, real name Dwayne Carter Jr., is releasing a handwritten journal that describes his 8-month stint at Rikers in 2010 for gun charges through a memoir titled Gone to November. And in it, you'll find vulgar language, impressive penmanship, and a lot of tea. Drama, shadiness, gossip for those who need clarification. Basically, it's everything you could ask for, and arguably one of the biggest bombshells revealed in the book, which hit shelves October 11th. Of course, it already passed. That former protege, Drake had slept with his girlfriend. Pause for reaction. But before you get all judgy, it's not exactly what you think. However, Weezy was still pissed as fuck. After a short bad day post that simply said, no writing, prayer, Bible, sleep, another one, Little Tucci, went into what happened. In an entry called As a Man, he writes, I woke up still feeling fucked up about the fucked up day that I had. Hell is what it is. Hell is what it was. I'm used to arguing with my girl on a daily basis. But finding out that she fucked Drake was the absolute worst thing that I could have found out. So, needless to say, maybe that is one of the reasons why Drake and Wayne have also had the fallout over the years. Because if you notice, Wayne was just recently on the tour briefly with Drake, but there hasn't been much Wheezy and Drizzy too much, has there? There hasn't been a lot of Drake and Wayne even since the concert, the Versus concert they had. It's been pretty much Drake on his own. And Drake has pretty much been affiliating himself with everybody else but Young Money and Cash Money, if you haven't noticed. So that was interesting that it said former protege Drake. And this article was back in 2016 at that. So more play on the 2016 reference that Kendrick has been alluding to. With Cash Doll on the 2016 Summer 16 tour, here's another article from yet 2016 from where him and Wayne pretty much have split. Let's move forward in the lyrics, shall we? I'm glad D Rose came home. Oh, fuck on Wayne girl when he was in jail. That was conniving. Didn't get his face tatted like a bitch apologizing. So, of course, we don't have to show that. But Wayne is tatted on Drake. Oh, yeah, we can show that real quick. It's very fast, of course. It's pretty fast. And it's not the one that's been going around. Matter of fact, I should show it because it's not the one that has been going around the internet of just Drake's face. It's actually Lil Wayne on Drake's arm. Here's a clearer one for you. But yeah. So I'm glad D Rose came home. Y'all didn't deserve him either. From Alondra down to Central, nigga better not speak on Serena. Talking about Serena Williams. And your homeboy need a subpoena. So we had talked about in the pod that Diddy had gotten a summons, right? He's gotten the summons to court for the sex trafficking and whatnot. So that's what he's alluding to with the your homeboy need a subpoena. Trying to say that Drake also needs to be summoned to court just like Diddy is. That predators move in flocks. Their name got to be registered and placed on neighborhood watch. I lean on you niggas like another line of wok. He has all eyes on me, and I'm going to send it up to Pac. Hey, put the whole label on me, and I'm going to get him dropped. Hey, Sweet Chin Music, and I won't pass the ox. Hey, how many stocks do I really have in stock? Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. Hey, devil is a lie. He is 6'9" God. Hey, freaky ass niggas need to stay they ass aside. Hey, roll they ass up like a fresh pack of za. City is back. City is back up. It's a must. We outside. So this one actually, and this is, I guess, you have to still think of the timing of this. He's trying to now rile the West Coast up with this one. That's why he used the Bay Area record. He's pretty much put the whole West Coast behind him for this one, if you haven't noticed. With everybody bombarding even DJ Academic's phone. Then you have the media outlets of the West Coast saying, West Coast, ride. Everybody's riding for Kendrick from the West, right? Once upon a time, all of us was in chains. Homie still doubled down, calling us some slaves. Atlanta was the Mecca, building railroads and trains. Bear with me for a second, let me put y'all on game. So, once upon a time, all of us was in chains. Homie still doubled down on calling us slaves. He's talking about the fact that Drake was in Family, which was crazy part was. So this line sounds like he edited it. This last little part of bars right here after that bridge sounds like he just added this in here. It truly does, compared to the rest of what we just went through. Okay? So, homie still doubled down calling us some slaves was a reference to Family Matters. The night before, where Family Matters, where he's saying you acting like you still trying to flee the you acting like you still trying to free the slaves. That's what Drake had said. Now, I wish someone had recorded RZA Islam's live last night that I stayed up for. RZA Islam actually put out a live where, and I guess I need to talk about that in a different pod. But there is a new how you say it? Oh, what is that damn word? I just had to look it up real quick. I had it up. I had it up here. Yeah, the HR 690. HR 6090 was a lie. Yeah, anti-Semitism. Anti-Semitism. So it's basically a law where you can't say anything bad about the Jewish community. In a nutshell, that's the law that just got passed a few days ago, and basically it was something that got passed by Jewish people. If you guys don't know, of course, everyone says, and it's hearsay, but it's not really hearsay, that Jewish people run, government and media and entertainment and things like that. So HR 6090, the Anti-Semitism Awareness Act, it actually got updated 3 days ago, into which you really can't say anything bad in the media about Jewish people. Emmett Kanye West and his rants that he's been doing as well. But kind of crazy that it happened right in the middle of this whole rap battle, right in front of our faces. So let's move forward again with the bars. Once upon a time, all of us was in chains. Somebody still double down calling us some slaves. Drake, of course, saying, talking about the whole Kendrick still trying to free the slaves. It's more so harping on the fact that Drake is Jewish, and culturally, Drake is not of African American culture. So for him to double down on even saying something like that, it just shows kind of how out of touch he is with black culture. That's what people are saying. Atlanta was the mecca building railroads and trains. Bear with me for a second. Let me put y'all on game. The settlers was using town folk to make them richer. Fast forward 2024, you got the same agenda. The settlers was using town folk to make them richer. So in Atlanta, you look at the fact that Atlanta culture and how it's actually risen up with the inner city folk in the hood basically becoming the new entertainment and media and becoming rich off each other basically. So as you would say, but it's really the labels putting money. It's really the labels putting money into Atlanta and for the artists in the hood basically to come together and look like they're richer. Fast forward to 2024, you have the same agenda. You run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. Let me break it down for you. This is a real nigga challenge. You called Future when you didn't see the club. Trying to say he got Future. So that would make also sense too. If you think about when the time frame of this was, what a time to be alive when he got Future. So let's look about what year was What a Time to Be Alive, right? What a Time to Be Alive, Drake and Future. That would have been 2015. So again, we're trickling around that 2015, 2016 time. I noticed Kendrick has been alluding a lot of the time frame in which Drake pretty much separated himself from Young Money and was pretty much on his own and trying to find his way in the culture and nobody was noticing it. So is he trying to also allude to the fact that this is when Drake pretty much got off and got the Ghost Riders, when Drake started getting more and more popular on his own, things of that nature, right? So What a Time to Be Alive was back in 2015. He says that this is when Future introduced him to the club scene. So you got to think about the What a Time to Be Alive record, and you think about Jumpman, Jumpman, Jumpman. You think about now the big club records that are coming out from Drake, which Drake already had club records. Let's not get it fucked up there. Drake already was in the club with his records, but I understand what Kendrick is trying to say. He's trying to say that Drake wasn't able to move around by himself like that in the clubs without someone else that was, in the street scene like Future was. So, Lil Baby helped you get your lingo up. Trying to say, of course, when Drake started to fall off, which I don't necessarily see when that necessarily was, lingo-wise, he's trying to say that Lil Baby helped him get his lingo up to, of course, appeal to the younger audience. 21 gave you the false street cred. Now, I get where he's getting that reference at, because then you look at the different people that he's befriended from Atlanta, and then you get down that line of people to 21 Savage, and you notice the Her Loss album, right? So then you think about the fact that Future had felt some type of way, supposedly, over the Her Loss thing, and he's already came out and said in interviews that he doesn't say What a Time to Be Alive even happened in his mind. He's saying What a Time to Be Alive was just a figment of his imagination. He doesn't even count it as an album towards him. So for 21 Savage to be on Her Loss now, that is a slight to Future. And also for Drake to even have 21 Savage is also a show that Drake wasn't necessarily able to shine in the street without having someone else back him up, especially if you're riding off of the Honestly Nevermind record, which was pretty much Jersey club. It wasn't necessarily street or urban or necessarily street hip hop like Drake had been doing previously before that. Thug made you feel like you was slime in your head. That's also the blood. That's a blood reference right there. So if you notice, and we're going to get into that as well, Nico and Chubbs are bloods, okay? Chubbs calls himself Capo. You see Nico wearing the blood attire. And then you hear Drake pretty much, which is kind of crazy because it's actually in, what do you call it? It's a huge contradiction to things. Because you're calling yourself the Sixth God, which refers to Crips, but saying that you're blood, throwing up B's, and having bloods around you. So think about that as well. Quavo said Quavo said you can be from Northside. Of course, when he was hanging around with the Migos, why 2 Chainz say you good, but he lied. Back when he did records with 2 Chainz. You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. Now you not a colleague, you fuck around, you a fucking colonizer. Then of course he goes into he a fan. Freaky ass nigga, he a 6'9" God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 6'9" God. He goes into these chants. Of course, let me hear you say OV ho, OV ho, OV ho. He starts going into these chants as well. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Then step this way, step this way. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Step this way, step this way. So, are you my friend? Are we locked in? This is why I said before, there's a few things with this, right? So, remember what I said before, this record number 1 sounds dated. That's one thing. I can tell he put these last few things in here recently. Second thing, are you my friend? Are we locked in? He said before in Meet the Grams, he wanted this to be more of a friendly sparring rapping than anything. He never really wanted this to get too personal. Kendrick never wanted this to get personal. He was prepared for it to get personal, but he never wanted this to get personal. He always wanted to just rap and spar against Drake. You can definitely tell that. And Drake never really was on some... These two never really liked each other, but at the same time, there was a respect for each other at one point in time. There definitely was on a competitive rap level, there was respect for each other in some way, shape, or form.